Welcome to the Everything Podcast. I am your host, and in today's episode, we are going to be covering The Beauty. So, we'll have a look at that trailer in a second, as per usual. What I'll do is just go through some interesting info with regards to it, speak about the cast, maybe some suggestions about what they've been in as well, and then we'll watch a trailer and I will give you my thoughts. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So, The Beauty is an upcoming American science fiction body horror television series created by Ryan Murphy and Matt Hodgson. It is based on The Beauty, a comic book written by Jeremy Horn and Jason A. Hurley. So, as far as the cast is concerned, we have Evan Peters, who's going to be playing Cooper Madsen. So, Cooper Madsen is who Evan Peters is playing. You might remember Evan from Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. And then, of course, Peter Maximoff, a.k.a. Quicksilver from X-Men. So, if you haven't seen X-Men or any of them, please do go and watch those. Those are very cool. I quite enjoyed them. And then there was also, he was in American Horror Story as well. That's also quite a fun one to watch, but the earlier seasons, it kind of fell flat for me as the seasons went on with American Horror Story. But I thought it started off pretty good, to be honest. Then we have Anthony Ramos, and he's going to be playing the assassin. You might remember him from Transformers Rise of the Beasts, which was okay. Not my favorite Transformers, to be honest. A Star is Born, very good movie. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. And then, of course, the sequel to Twister, Twisters, which I quite enjoyed, actually, surprisingly. I was like, how many movies can you honestly make about tornadoes? And that was a really good one. Then we have Jeremy Pope playing Jeremy. So that should be fun to hear your own name in a movie. Jeremy Pope is actually going to be playing, like I said, Jeremy. And he's been in a bunch of different things, or whatever the case is. Nothing I'm overly familiar with, to be honest. So no suggestions from me that side for him. But then we have Ashton Kutcher, and he's going to be playing The Corporation, which is a weird thing to say, I suppose, because he's the billionaire. So every billionaire is bad. I think that concept's like, I understand, yes, there are some people who got rich in a scummy way, but to say every billionaire is like a bad person, I think is a little bit like misguided, to be honest. But anyway, fun. The Corporation, let's go with that. He's been in that 70s show. I enjoyed it. Shame the last season, obviously, kind of went awry because he wasn't in it. But the ones with him in it, very, very good. I like his comedy stuff. He's been in a few like really trippy movies and so on, but I like him as a comedy actor. He's very funny. Punk'd was a show from back in the day that was fun to watch as well. And then I would say that 70s show and Dude, Where's My Car? My Boss's Daughter. Those would be my three suggestions, if anything, for Ashton Kutcher. Then we have Rebecca Hall. She's playing Jordan Bennett. And I know her the most from Iron Man. And that's specifically Iron Man 3. She wasn't in all of them. And she was a botanist of some sort. And she was good in that. That's the ones that I know the most. And then Closed Circuit, where she was opposite Johnny Depp. The Closed Circuit was 2013. Sorry, the one opposite Johnny Depp was actually Transcendence, I beg your pardon. Maybe those two. It's not something I'd rush to go and watch. Obviously, Iron Man 3 is my favorite out of that. Godzilla vs. Kong, it was okay. Also not my favorite movie on the planet, but it's like a fun monster fest, I guess. You to see two monsters hash it out and, all their issues. But The Beauty is scheduled to premiere on January 21st, about 3 weeks away, and that's in 2026 on FX and FX on Hulu. That's obviously with the bundle. With the first three episodes available immediately, and the rest of the 8 episodes on a weekly basis in the US. The series is also stated to be released simultaneously on Disney Plus internationally. So it's actually good that I like the streaming services doing this. I might have mentioned it before, but it's good that they're doing the weekly stuff. It gives people time to talk about it, whatever. The thing is, if everything gets released, it's a day or 2, 3 maybe that people get to talk about it, and there's not really any chatter about it. Like if you think of like Game of Thrones or any of the stuff from, a while ago, not even 10, 12 years ago, that it gives you that week to chat about, oh, did you see that episode? Did you see that episode? So in that case, I find it works a little bit better doing it like that. So and it gives the series a fighting chance, especially to grow if it is a good series. And obviously, if it's not, then less and less people will watch it. But when it's a good series and there's a chatter, then it obviously would boost that series. So it's a better way to do it, in my opinion. But anyway, we're not here for my opinion only. We're here to watch a trailer together. So without any further ado, here is the trailer for The Beauty.
Imagine a revolutionary new super drug that makes any old face drop dead gorgeous, and everybody wants it. A big pharma billionaire with serious assets. 2 agents undercover and between the sheets. A one-eyed wonder who survived a dirty dose. Ta-da! A psycho incel with a thirst for kink. And a fevered bombshell ready to explode. One shot makes you hot. Un seul coup et t'es chaud. T'oserais. FX's The Beauty premieres January 21st on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
And that was the trailer for The Beauty. So, yeah, it is the most strange trailer I've ever seen, to be honest. It looks like almost like the start of a lineup of a spy movie, if that makes sense. It's like it's introducing the hacker guy, or and then it's like the car guy, and then all the guys with different skill sets or whatever to put together a team, and it kind of gives you that feel, but it's obviously not. So Ryan Murphy, just chatting about the person who's in charge of the show here. But he's done Glee as far as TV shows go. Grotesquerie, I think that's how you say it. Ratched, that's from 2020. Movie-wise, of course, Glee again. Prom, Eat, Pray, Love. So there is a particular genre that he seems to be running in specifically. So this doesn't quite fit into that genre, but I see why he's in charge of it. With that sort of glam stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not really glam, it's like a kind of style that would be, like lady-centric, like a 50 Shades of Grey, like a Twilight, that kind of stuff. It seems to be in that line. And so this is kind of the same, obviously, with that whole body horror aspect to it as well. But with regards to the trailer, it's a very weird trailer for me. It's got like such a weird feel to it. If that makes sense, it's like got such a weird feel to it. I've never seen a trailer like this, which is why I'm actually talking about it, because I thought it was quite interesting, the presentation of it, so it's basically the billionaire, like it's introducing the characters. So that's what I was talking about, the feds, then the assassin, and then I think what was the last guy called? He was called the Outsider. So yeah, but it looks like and then the supermodel. But it looks like all of them have this, like, it almost looks like Iron Man 3 with that injection the guys were having to make, like, sort of super power them, or whatever the case is, that Aldrich Killian made, which is kind of weird because the lady I was talking about from Iron Man 3, like that what's it, Rebecca Hall, there we go. So when I was saying with her from Iron Man 3, and then you see this thing, and it kind of looks like how Iron Man 3 looks with that stuff. I forget what it's called. But yeah, very, very odd trailer. It doesn't really give too much what it's about. Obviously, what you do get is that there's this serum that people can take that makes you beautiful, and then also heats you up for some reason. You see all of them have a very, very big friendship with water in this, and then you could see the hand sizzling in the water and all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't give too much away. So you get the point. There's obviously a corporation that's obviously run by Ashton Kutcher in this, and there's obviously some people like the feds, or some people that are against this stuff, and for whatever reason they don't really make it too clear in the trailer. But it would be maybe an interesting watch, because there was a movie kind of dabbling on this, quick fix, like let's get beautiful with either a serum or whatever the case is, and that was with Demi Moore. And that movie in question, I forget the name of that movie, but the movie was talking about, that quick fix to beauty, and it's quite an interesting, I just remember it's called The Substance. So it's quite an interesting point of topic, and it seems to, like, I always find that Hollywood, and when there's movies about a particular subject, they kind of you get a whole bunch of different movies about that. So when the vampire movies and series were all coming out, and then zombie stuff, and then comic book stuff, and there's like certain genres that fill out the space. So yeah, so it is, Substance did it really well. So if they can sort of, I wouldn't say mimic, but if they could be close to even as good as what that movie's messaging was, and how well they did it, put it together, then sure, then this could be pretty good. So I'm not sure what to think. That's what I said. The trailer for me was just weird. But the concept, I understand the concept, and maybe that could, once you've seen a few episodes and they explain it in its entirety, then you go, okay, well then this could actually be pretty decent. So, but time will tell. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me that it's a bit weird? Or is it something you're like, yes, I like it? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's show, and then please do show us some love by liking and sharing and subscribing. But that is it for today's episode of the Everything Podcast, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.